Oh my word, what a beautiful day. Look at the snow. Snow is gone. No, totally not gone. There's still a little bit over there. Look at that sky. Hi, bucks. Chickens. You still got your hen saddle on? Woo! Hey, girls. Hi, chicken. Hi. Oh, this girl is sunning herself. Look at that. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, pretty girl. Where is my hand? Our garlic is coming up through. Look at that. Nice. Coming up all over this bed. Hi, Bun. What are you doing? What are you doing in the garden? Don't go in there. Mama will get you. You just gonna sit there? So every year, about the end of February to the beginning of March, I get the itch to start planting and getting my plants and seeds going for my garden. We live in zone 4A and our growing season is so short as it is that I just can't wait to get started every year. So it's now currently exactly March 15th and I picked up some dirt from Tractor Supply while I was in there getting chicken feed, and I am going to start my seeds. I want to start my peppers and my tomatoes because my peppers take so long to just get going. So I decided that I was gonna get them going more sooner than later, and also the same with my tomato plants, get them growing. So I'm just mixing it up in this tin, the dirt and some water to get it hydrated, and then I can start putting my seeds in the dirt. I grabbed some of these fruit containers that I had left over, and I'm going to start my sweet peppers first. And I just take a paper towel and I stick it down in the bottom of those containers because they do have holes in them. And then I will put the dirt down over it, and that way, I don't know, it keeps the dirt in there and it also keeps it damp enough so you can you don't have to water as often, I guess. So that's just how I do it. And I also close the lid after I put all the seeds in. It kind of gives it a little bit of a greenhouse effect and warms up the soil and makes the seeds think that it's May and not March, the other M month. So this is another little container for vegetables or fruits, I'm not sure. And it didn't have the holes in the bottom like the other ones did, and I wanted to make sure it drained out. So I just heated up a knife and it slides right in like butter and makes some slits in there so that it will drain out of water if I put a little too much in there. So now I'm putting my paper towel in again, and I am adding my soil. This time I am going to be planting my jalapenos. I'm going to start those as well. Last year I did get a few, but they didn't really start doing anything until just before the frost hit, and I had covered them a little bit, but I wanted to see if I can get them going a little earlier so we could get the jalapenos a little bit earlier. Then I can add them to my sauces if I want to, my marinara or my spaghetti sauce or even chili, whatever I decide. So these are the Burpee organic early jalapenos. They're hot peppers. So we're going to be starting, maybe not that many, but quite a few. Alright, so we're going to label those puppies, the jalapenos, and then we're going to give them a quick water so that they can be activated and start growing. So next I'm going to germinate my CBD seeds. These are extreme CBD, they're called, from 207 Genetics right here in Maine. So I have a few from last year that I did not grow. I believe there was a couple in there, so I'm going to take those and put them on a wet paper towel and fold that over and then stick them into the plastic bag to heat it up and again make it think that it is May and not March. I'm getting into the 2002, the ones that I just got. Gonna put some of those in as well, or one of those I guess, and see if that will start. So let's fast forward about 3 or 4 days, and my seeds have sprouted. At least 2 of them have. The third one I don't think ever did. So I did end up grabbing another one out of the pack and seeing if that one would sprout. So again, I'm going to moisten the soil, stir it around, and then fill my cups to put my seeds in. So again, I'm just taking my lighter and I'm heating up the blade on a knife, and I'm just going to put some holes in the bottom of that cup. I do have some old cups that already have holes in them, but I wanted to use a new one for this one, so this slides right in there, and just put some slits in there so the water can drain if it gets overwatered. So after just a few weeks, my peppers are sprouting and they're growing, and they need to be put into bigger pots so that they can spread out their little roots. They're starting to grab on to the paper towel down underneath, so we definitely need to get them repotted into a bigger pot. So because these pots are so big, I decided to put in 2 pepper plants in each of these pots, and that way I'll just up pot them again when I need to, but they'll be a while before they'll need to be up potted, and this will help kind of conserve the room that we have on, in front of our windows where they're getting most of their light from. So of course, let's not forget to label our sweet peppers so we know. We would hate to mix up our sweet peppers and our hot peppers. That would be bad. So I didn't show you guys, but I did plant some zucchini also. Why I planted so many, I don't know. I got crazy and just started sticking seeds in the dirt. So I've got several zucchini plants. I'm going to share with family and maybe sell some. I don't know, who knows. Maybe if I get them big enough and healthy enough, somebody will want to pay me a couple bucks per plant, and they'll already be started for them. And look at those roots. They were grabbing onto the napkin that was underneath that I put in there, and they started to absorb that napkin in. So I'm glad I am up planting these and getting them into bigger pots. But they look really good and happy. So let's jump ahead 1 month. Here are my tomatoes. Here are my zucchini plants, just growing like crazy, reaching for that sunshine. Look at how big that is. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy. And my tomatoes are doing really well. Growing really well. So I'm excited. There's some more tomato plants. There's one of my CBD plants. I'm having a little bit of a hard time with my seeds this year. There's my pepper plants. Those are really growing very well too. I'm going to have to up pot those pretty soon. So then I have some herbs and cherry tomatoes started. There are, I don't know, a bunch of flowers in behind that. There's my jalapenos. Those need to be up potted. I'm so behind on this. There are some marigolds that I've started. And then those are my nasturtiums from last year. I started some of those. Those need to be up potted for sure. And there's another package of marigolds. I think those were old ones from last year. I used up the rest of them. So they're not all coming up very well. I'm going to have to repot or replant those again. Well, I can't wait for my garden to look like this again this year, like it did last year and the year before, and so on. So excited, waiting for the green. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.